is a little windy up here, but wow, the views. I just can't get over it every time I'm here. It really is special. This stretch is one of my favorites. Good morning, internet. Welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you're still here. We're here this morning, pretty early in the morning, out on the Malecon in San Felipe, right in the center, right in the where the main road connects to the Malecon. That's where the sign and the Christmas tree are. I always go on these, kind of a nice walk in the morning on these trips, and last time I was down here I never took the camera and I saw whales every morning, couldn't capture it, and today there's nothing happening, but I thought I'd just do the intro here. It's a really cool spot. See if you can, I'll just spin around. Really nice spot, really dig San Felipe. It's kind of strange. It's one of those things, when I was here in the summer, there were so many people. It was just so packed and so lively. If you saw that episode, there were bands playing up and down the Malecon. And I come here today in January and it's kind of dead. It reminds me. As I'm walking around, I saw right next, there's my hotel right there. 2 doors down is this cool little coffee shop, La Taza. I think that means like cup. Anyway, let's go check it out. Cool little place. Sorry.
Sure.
Gracias. Okay. Hola. Okay. Okay, gang. I thought really quick here before we get too far into it, I'd show you what we did yesterday and what the plan for today is. Sorry about the janky map, but again, I'll get into it. But it was really last minute. The decision was made for me to go on this trip and I was gone within an hour. So anyway, we left San Diego, we went through Tecate, we took La Rumarosa, took the 5 all the way down to San Felipe. That's about 245 miles. Today the plan is to go from San Felipe, go past Puertecitos, San Luis Gonzaga, come down, rejoin the 1 for about 30 miles, then cut, I think it's the 12 that goes to Bahia de Los Angeles, and stay the night there hopefully. So that's only about 210 miles. The only question today is gas. There's a gas station in San Luis Gonzaga, and because it's winter, I've been hearing like occasionally it's closed, and if that happens, I have some extra gas with me and I should make it, but it'd be close. There is some gasoline trucks where you can buy gas on the side of the road in this stretch if it becomes necessary, but we'll deal with that if it becomes necessary. I'm gonna be hopeful that the gas station in San Luis Gonzaga is open and all proceeds well. That is the plan. Okay, we're gonna make our way down the 5 still. Hopefully the gas station at San Luis Gonzaga is open. I think we can make it with the extra gas I got, etc. If that's not the case, I guess that's the one thing here in Baja, fuel's always on your mind. A little more hit and miss than we're used to in the States, but plan accordingly. I thought I'd real quick touch base on why the quick exit yesterday, and that is because my riding buddy Eric and I were supposed to do a big Baja trip a week, 2 weeks ago, and it got pushed back a little bit, and my wife came down with COVID the night before we were due to leave, so that really put the kibosh to things. and then it started raining in San Diego. I tested negative, and we were able to isolate for 6 days, and I never did get it, but she started to feel better and wanted to get out of kind of the area she was isolating in the house, and she's still testing positive even today. So we had to make a decision. There was just a little lull in the rain in San Diego in the morning, and I was able to get through it, not get rained on too much. And when I crossed into Tecate, if you remember episode 1, they were blue skies. It was crazy. A little cool and cloudy in the mountains and that, but you could see today, sun shining, everything's good. So that was the impetus, is she really started to feel a little better, but was still testing positive and wanted to get out and kind of get moving. And we both felt like that was the time for me to just go ahead and give her that space, and it just worked out. We had a little window to get down into Baja, so I thought I would just go for it, and here we are. So that was why I was a little disorganized. I haven't been videoing for a few months. Maybe we'll touch on that later, but I was pretty rusty and a little off my game, discombobulated, whatever you want to say, just because once we talked about it and it was decided, I was gone within an hour because the rain was coming back. So that's it. Anyway, we're gonna keep working our way. There's really cool views. So once we get by Puertecitas, about 50 miles away from San Felipe, so I'm gonna save the video time for the great views and stop talking. We'll check in soon. I do appreciate here in Mexico, you get these long stretches through the terrain. These white lines that are painted across the road here are just something there to give you a heads up that there might be a curve or a road intersection, something a little out of the ordinary, just to kind of give you a heads up something might be coming. So I really appreciate that, because sometimes you're going along and, like in the States on these even the old highway network, they're pretty straight, but these roads can have some pretty significant turns. Like, even though it's kind of the main road, the main highway, can be some sharp turns, and these things are like a heads up. Like this, you know, if you were flying like 70 miles an hour, it'd be a little tough to make that corner sometimes in a car or whatever, or a truck. And so anyway, I appreciate it. Just a fun fact about Mexico. Wow, look at this. Amazing. Amazing. Not to spoil the view with my commentary. Man, wow, look at this place, man. What a view here, huh? It really is just amazing. I just had to stop and drink it in for a minute. It is a little windy up here, but wow, the views. I just can't get over it every time I'm here. Special. This stretch is one of my favorites. Okay, here we are, moment of truth. San Luis Gonzaga. Is the gas station open? Please Please be open. There's a car there. That's a good sign. Keep our fingers crossed that all's well here. It's a convenient little stop. Yeah, there's the guy. We're all set. No problem. Okay, here we are where the 5 intersects back to the 1, which is the main artery down the peninsula, Highway 1. And we have to go on the other side of those mountains. And then I think it's the 12 that we'll take back east. So far, so good. One time I rode from Guerrero Negro all the way back to San Felipe. That was a healthy ride. Taking it easy this time. It's like seeing the sights, so they say. Yeah, here we are. I call this place the Valley of the Seguros. It's crazy. You just sort of crest a hill and then you drop into this valley, this humongous valley. I know the GoPro makes things seem really far away, but we're just in this little valley here and just tons of seguro, huge cactus. Really cool. It's always kind of shocking, you know, when you drop into this valley. Just like, wow, man. Like, where are we? That's how I feel. And I guess that's what this is about, kind of video journaling my travels. It's always amazing to me. I think it's beautiful. Yeah, it's no wonder we have to go around those mountains, huh? I was always wondering before I rode this area why we had to cut back to the 1 and go 30 miles and then cut back east all the way to the coast again. It seemed like the road should just go straight. And when you see just how huge those mountains are, you begin to understand why it's just easier to go around. But typical Baja views here. Really gorgeous day today too. It's probably like low 60s, 65 maybe, something like that. Okay kids, here we are. This is our turn onto Mexican 12 towards Bahia de Los Angeles. I'm going to turn left here. Usually the gasoline guys are here, which they are. They're right there at the quote-unquote restaurant. There's the gas guys in their pickup. Okay. 66 kilometers, 40 miles maybe to Bahia de Los Angeles. Another beautiful stretch of road. Okay, right in here somewhere is the road to the Mission San Borja, which I have stories about, and it was pretty gnarly. But you can see here the hurricane totally flooded out this road, totally washed out this whole area, and I heard it's impassable now. There it is. There's the trail that goes back to the mission right there, and you can just see all the work that's been done to get the dirt off the road. Well, in some places it's not off everywhere. The road has been washed out in certain places. can see it. I can see a couple more spots where it's been washed out and just smoothed over. They did a good job cleaning up. I heard this was totally impassable after the hurricane. There is a dry lake bed. It's not dry at the moment even. It's still got water in it. And that riverbed flooded it. Just this whole area was washed out with flash floods. You can just see the damage. Whew. Well, there's not too much more of that because this is the low section, so we'll see. But anyway, I hear that's totally impassable now, so fine by me, I guess. You need a truck, four-wheel drive truck equipped for off-roading to get back there now, I guess. Yeah, we got a couple more places where the roads washed away. You can tell the river went through here during the hurricane. Not bad, it's in pretty good shape. I'd heard this road was hit pretty hard during the hurricane, what was it, K? Something like that. In late 2022. Fall of 2022, maybe. Anyway, we're almost there. Okay. Kind of getting our first glimpse of the Sea of Cortez. Legit glimpse. I just love this area, all the little islands that are strewn about in this area. You can see the town down there to the right. Just love it. I really do like this little area, this little town here. Really is kind of remote. See, there is some electricity here. When I was here before, it seemed like only about half the residences, that people that I talked to, had electricity. The rest used solar. Ah, beautiful. Just love it. So nice. So nice. Okay. Here we are. Here's they don't have arches, they have little sail things as we enter the town. There are some hotels down that way to the left. The place that I stayed last time I was here is down that way. We're gonna try the Hotel Via Vita again. Last time I videoed down here, I tried to stay there, but they didn't end up having any rooms available. During the winter, I think it'll be totally fine. We are in January after all. Here we are. We kind of reached the end of town, more or less, and there's a little street that cuts down towards the water here. Thought I'd just run down here real quick and take a look. Yeah, the boat launch. Kind of literally the end of the road, but it's beautiful. Fancy boat out there. Okay, let's head back. Buenas.
Hola,
Buenas tardes. ¿Buscan una habitación?
¿Una habitación? Ah, ok.
Sí, tengo una reservación.
Ah, sí.
Sí.
Sí. ¿No tiene reservación, verdad?
Sí, reservación. Sí, sí, sí.
Ah, ok.
Llame un Gigi.
Ah, ya sé quién
Sí.
es. ¿Quién va a ser?
Brian?
¿Brian?
Sí, ya.
Ah, ok. Ok.